Hi, welcome to Pain Management and Holistic Healing. My name is Andrea Chance, and I want to open that space because, sometimes life seems to be all about fight or flight. Body reacts into its own out of control completely instinctively, and probably you also know these moments that heart begins to race out of a thought. The muscles goes tense and the mind runs at full speed and everything starts to feel like pure survival. I opened that space here to tell you something about me and why I set up that room. And if you're willing to listen for a while, I'll give you a deeper understanding for what I'm actually doing. You know, in my life, I reached a question, and that was, when will this all stop? And I did so many things and more therapies and looked for what I can do again and include in my life. And my days were so completely fulfilled with all the things. And actually, nothing really worked out to me. Over time, that question shifted to, how do I find a way out? Because when we are stuck in that survival mode, just being becomes difficult. And I'm sorry, I have my notes here that I really not forget something that I give a shine a light in. When being becomes so difficult that we're not able anymore to sit, relax back, or sleep, or eat properly. The body begins to feel so overloaded. Emotions are overwhelming. The mind is overstimulated, and many of us know this. Some carry physical or emotional challenges from early on. My experience is visible out of a not builded hip I have since birth. It was always obvious that I'm not kind of 100% and I cannot act like a healthy person in a healthy body can. It's always present when someone is seeing me, and for me, not only in the body, but also in how I feel. With growing up in another family on a farm where I had to work and was not asked to how I feel and had to do. So, in our surroundings, in our families, and in the way we were shaped. A common experience is that feeling not good enough, trying to fit in, trying to keep up, even when everything inside says something like different, like stop, don't. Yes, pain may be a part of that, but pain, that's something that we can manage. Often there's something deeper in my sense of powerlessness, of being at the end, not having any perspectives anymore. The feeling of being at the mercy of something because the body or life doesn't work the way it's supposed to. And for me, that was ending after 30 years of being a nanny for children in my own house. Having grown 60, over 60 kids in these 30 years, from morning and 6 in the morning until sometimes midnight, until the parents came from the late work time. So these experiences can leave a deep imprint. And still, I feel the effects sometimes in my relationships still in the day. Yet within that struggle, there is also a possibility that new strength can emerge from pain. As I was laying down on the carpet, not able to go to bed anymore because the mattress was too soft, I was laying down on a tummy in my living room and able to go to the bathroom all few hours, taking the things I needed for the next few hours with me on carpet. I was on a point that I asked the field, God, now I have my whole life passed. What I do the next half in my next half of my life? And suddenly I saw huge wings, and a voice told me that I will take many people underneath my wings. And I was completely laughing because I said, how can I do that? I'm nearly able to walk to the bathroom. And you want to tell me that I will take many people underneath my wings? And the way brought me into meditation. So I wouldn't have seen my gifts, my internal light, without having that straightforward bad experience. When we dare to look more closely, there are doors who can open to the more subtle, true qualities of our being. Because, to step out of everyday abilities, pathways, familiarities, we are just not open enough for the true qualities of our being. And that's something that I would like to open for you, not only to step out of pain, but really to find another quality of life. That was an important thing for me. Pain in that sense was something that I had every day, and I still have pain, but it's another way to experience pain in that sense. When we are open to look at our feelings and, with that pain and not having any option to change that because bones are bones and they are not, in my case, they are not possible to just change with a surgery. we are in so resisting and pushing the things away that it begins to be really a fight against ourselves. But if we begin to see that gentleness in this ability that we can get broken in softness, in this gentleness, actually, that can also become a strength. We can fear transform into wisdom. Doubt can turn into inner power. And I was one I would not have allowed to feel anything, you know. For a long time in my life, I just pushed away everything that was built from love or from all the good qualities. I just could not accept because I wouldn't have allowed to feel. And this finding a way to relearn, to accept, to invite, and even love feeling. And this is where deep transformation begins. Transformation that's really toward our inner light. You know, when we are a baby born, that baby is so beautiful, so complete. And then we begin to include so many ideas, beliefs, and sentences and things who begin to guide us. You begin to limit ourselves because of our lacks in the physical construction, but also in our belief and in our openness to experience. So, what I'd like to open here is a hand to begin transformation toward our inner light, to the essence that's so covered, maybe through long time genetic issues in also past lives we took over for a long time. You know, in hypnotherapy, we are, that's a modality to look in previous lives, what happened there, and what has it to do with the actual time. But not only the hypnotherapy, I have so many modalities, so many things that I experienced over time, and also in these energetic pathways, in this energetic understanding of the light we are, that really makes a difference to what I am right now. Sometimes there's a quiet sense that more lives within us than we've known. Curiosity may arise about the pattern that holds us back. Maybe you're there. You just like to look into the curiosity. And a question may follow out of that. That is, what if our deepest gifts are still waiting to be seen? You know, what becomes possible when we honor our feelings and our limits without pushing them away or denying them. That's a courageous way. It takes courage to allow these feelings to be, to allow these feelings to observe, to allow these feelings to ask what they really have to say. It's a bigger perspective. And maybe new path will open through that, towards more energy, towards more clarity and almost ease. Make our lives with what we have most comfortable and possible. That's not about healing the thing in a physical constructed way that what healings in a medical point of view means. These journeys each are entirely personal. I don't know what for you will be the best thing on your pathway, but out of my experiences, I can give you a room, a space where you can experience, connect your feelings, emotions without any pressure, in your own rhythm, in a space for everything that's present, every feeling, every need, every question, and to experience softly, heartfelt, and even maybe loved, or in love for the things we resist right now. For me, this is an unbelievable pathway. It was an unbelievable change of my life for 180 degrees. And what I'd like to do is, together with you, to create a space where feelings are welcome, boundaries are respected as being present in limits and in expansion. And hidden gifts can unfold in the own space, in the own time. A space without judgment, where healing and discovery can happen gently and authentically. If you like to go on such a way, on a new way, on a maybe not always common way or line to modalities, because the modality I use in my practice, that's you, your pathway. And I would be very honored and happy to support you a bit on your way. On my website, there are various offerings to explore and to choose from, whichever feels like the right next step for you. There are also free options where you can just jump in and experience the room and see if that's something for you or not. And there's always the option to connect me directly, and maybe we'll find a path forward together. my support can be so sensitive, so in the moment, and then on your way for a while, and then you come back to go to the next step, or even that's not needed. We never know what it needs that needs or want to be changed. Heart centered, respectful, and for those who feel called, companionship on this journey is possible. So I thank you for being here with me together. And as I said, I would be very honored and blessed if there is a possibility for you to step out of whatever struggles you have in a moment with physical pains, with issues who are sometimes really on the boundary to any thoughts or positive views for next time, for future time. Overwhelming, disappointing. So I know what that means on all levels of being. And that's why I opened that space to create help. So I wish you from my bottom of my heart all the best and hope to see you soon somewhere. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.